properties, including this apartment behind me. Aaron?
Damn, Floyd Mayweather, Money Mayweather. Why they got you up under the gun again on $25 million in taxes? Hey man, you know, stuff about to get real for you, Floyd, man.
Hey, Money Mayweather, Floyd, don't think you gonna surprise me with that big tractor trailer with all them cars on it. I done seen your cars. I done seen them.
Floyd Mayweather is reportedly in a panic after his assets were frozen due to a $42 million fraud claim. He insists he's paid his taxes, attributing the controversy to a one-sided media narrative. Mayweather denies the allegations, claiming the situation has been blown out of proportion and fueled by misleading reports.
Especially when it comes to the media in this country. While everyone is counting my money and assuming the worst, these are the facts. Uncle Sam received $26 million from me in 2015. What else could they possibly want? I'm sure I would have been notified much sooner if there were any real discrepancies, right? Bottom line, everybody just wants to be part of the Money May show, including the IRS. That's fine. You can crunch numbers all day, but in the end, my empire is rock solid and intact. Now calculate that. Hashtag TMT, hashtag Floyd Mayweather.
Rick Ross, the rapper and entrepreneur, took a jab at Floyd Mayweather, mocking him for not flaunting his luxury cars as he once did. Ross pointed out that Mayweather no longer seems to be showing off his vast collection of cars, which highlights the shift in the boxer's financial situation. Ross' remark serves as a subtle critique of Mayweather's current lifestyle, suggesting that the extravagant displays of wealth that were once a signature of his public persona may now be less frequent due to his financial difficulties. Floyd Mayweather's habit of purchasing luxury items has come back to haunt him in the form of mounting tax bills. He reportedly failed to take into account the taxes he would owe after his extravagant purchases. While Mayweather continued to show off his expensive cars, watches, and homes, he neglected to address the tax liabilities attached to them. This financial oversight has placed him in a precarious situation with tax authorities, underscoring how his focus on luxury and image may have overshadowed the more practical financial responsibilities that come with such a lifestyle.
Floyd Mayweather is about to pay $2 billion to purchase a sports team and may never have to pay taxes again. The tax code offers these super wealthy so many methods to erase their income through deductions, and none is better than purchasing a sports team. Buying a sports team is like buying a unicorn real estate property. The value is always going to go up, the owner is going to make money, but on their tax return they're going to use a strategy to report that they're losing money. See, the owner is actually allowed to write off the entire cost of the sports team against future income. This will allow Floyd to pay less in taxes. It's called amortization, which is very similar to depreciation. But if Floyd ever decides to sell the team, then the taxes will be owed. Who cares then, because the taxes he was supposed to pay during those years, he's going to take that money, reinvest it for personal profit. See you, Floyd. Hit your boy up if you need help with taxes. My name is Duke, and I make taxes very easy to understand. Give me a follow to stay educated.
After news broke of Mayweather's financial struggles, he finally addressed the situation by revealing that he had paid $26 million to the IRS. While this seemed to be an attempt to clear the air, it only fueled further controversy. Some questioned whether this payment was sufficient, while others speculated that the number may not even reflect the full extent of his tax liabilities.
He replies to them by showing on Instagram $26 million, a payment he made to the IRS. By the way, nothing makes your tax payment look shadier than when you're just holding up cash.
Right.
That's not a good look for the IRS. But he showed his actual, I mean, 26 million.
They just pay him. Like, I don't know why, like, he's mad at the media. It's like, oh, you guys are making things up. No, it's leaked that you asked to pay after this fight. Like, you make all this money. If I was Mayweather, not only would I pay them on time, the IRS, I'd tip them. I'd be like, hey, here's what I owe you. Here's a little bit. Get your woman something nice, all right? How was Christmas for your kids? Oh, you're Jewish? Convert just for this Christmas. Here, take care.
Floyd Mayweather's financial troubles have been further exacerbated by his massive debts. He owes over $33 million to boxer Gervonta Davis and has an outstanding debt in Dubai. These financial issues were only compounded by his latest purchase, a $42 million asset, which raised further questions about his spending habits. Critics argue that these extravagant purchases, despite his debts, demonstrate a lack of financial foresight.
Damn, Floyd Mayweather, Money Mayweather. What they got you up under the gun again on 25 million in taxes? Hey man, you know, stuff about to get real for you, Floyd, man, because you already owe Gervonta Davis 33 million that you ain't paid him. Do anybody find it strange that your boy Floyd is on all the IRS money, on Dubai money, on Gervonta Davis money, but yet we have all this stuff, all that flash that y'all see, but y'all realize, man, he get a lot of that stuff free. Now, guys, I'm not hating because that is my favorite boxer, man. And like I said, I'm born and raised in Las Vegas, and I love his grind. He's a hell of a fighter, but man, hey man, let the chips fall where they may, man. Everybody can get it on my channel. I'm just putting out that news, man, like the feds is putting it out there, because the feds is all in that, man, business right there, man. How you on all these millions? But man, stay tuned for that next video.
Reports from Mayweather's business partners indicate that he spends far more than he earns in a month. His lavish lifestyle, including his love for luxury cars, private jets, and extravagant properties, has put a strain on his finances. According to insiders, Mayweather is notorious for forgetting about his tax obligations while indulging in his wealth.
Look, man, you know, we both made some real money, but you know, you start burning through, you make $2-3 million a year, you burning through $100,000 a month. You ain't really got that much money.
He probably spending way more than that.
No, I'm talking regular dudes.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
say we made $3 million, we burning through $100,000 a month. We really don't got no paper like that saved up.
That's a fact.
So even if he's making $100 million, if he's burning through $5, $6, $7 million a month, you still got taxes, you still got responsibilities. So I don't know nobody's bag, but you know, me and you, we real. We never count nobody paper. So
not at all.
I hope he got $10 billion. And I hope he get out of his problem.
That's a fact, because you would figure he should be able to just cash him out. Like whatever the tab is, you know, he should be able to wire that.
I think he could do that with no problem. I think he got all the money in the world. I think they may not want it.
Floyd Mayweather has made several grandiose claims about his earnings, including the assertion that he makes $3 million every month, more than tech mogul Bill Gates. However, these statements have been widely dismissed by financial experts who argue that they are unrealistic.
And Floyd Mayweather says he makes $300 million a month, which is $3.6 billion a year. He makes more money than Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, all of those guys. So I say all that to say this. The money that Canelo was looking for, you know, they can easily come up with that money. Floyd Mayweather got it.
Well, listen, let me put it this way to you. If he makes, what did he say, $300 million a month?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm 6'4" and 240, and I know I'm 5'8" and a half and 240. So there you go. There's no way. There's that. If he makes $3 million a month on his investments, that's a lot. $36 million a year. That's a lot. So I know guys that are worth, $500-600 million, plenty of them, and they don't make $36 million a year, let alone $300 million a month. So there you go.
In 1 week, Floyd Mayweather reportedly spent $5 million purchasing buildings and a new jet. This excessive spending came under scrutiny, as it not only raised questions about his financial stability but also brought his tax issues into the public eye. Such lavish expenditures, while perhaps seen as a way for Mayweather to maintain his image, have fueled concerns about his financial future.
In 1996, a con man bought the New York Islanders with fake documents and a fax machine. This is the story of one of the craziest scams in sports history. It all starts with this guy, John Spano Jr. He ran a company called Bison Group in Dallas, Texas. They leased and financed equipment, nothing major, but he was the type of guy to make it seem like they were managing hundreds of millions of dollars. In reality, he was worth less than $5 million, but John always dreamed of being a billionaire, and his way to become one was own a sports team. So in 1995, he positioned himself as a local wealthy businessman and approached the Dallas Stars ownership group as a new potential buyer. The Stars did some basic due diligence and found out that he really didn't have as much money as he was claiming, and then they just dismissed him. So then John tries again, but this time he chooses a brand new franchise, the Florida Panthers, and he actually almost bought the Panthers. But after the owners asked for more thorough financials, the deal fell through. Which brings us to 1996 and the New York Islanders. The owner at the time, John Pickett, was desperate to move the team. He bought the team during a dynasty where they won 4 Stanley Cups in a row during the early 80s. Since then, the team was on a steep decline, losing millions a year. In the early 90s, Pickett tried to sell the team, but every time it fell through. Then out of nowhere, here comes the mysterious business tycoon, John Spano, here to save the franchise. And this time Spano came prepared with fake financial documents, phony businesses, and forged letters of credit to look legit. He said all the right things, he looked the part, and Pickett was so desperate to sell the team, he did for $165 million. And with no one really looking too deep into it, even the NHL approved him. The wild part is, he was given full control of the team without even making a payment. For 4 months, Spano acted as a legit owner, sat in on GM meetings, signed players, traded players, and even took interviews as the owner. However, the lies did catch up to him. Spano misses his first payment and he blames it on the bank. Then he misses a second payment and now everyone starts digging into his life. Turns out he didn't have any money at all. All of his bank statements were fake and even his financial advisors were just his friends pretending. Once the truth broke, the whole deal was void. Spano was later arrested and sentenced 71 months in federal prison. Now, something like this would never happen today, but it is pretty wild that Spano owned an NHL team for 4 months with no money.
Floyd Mayweather's recent acquisition of several buildings in New York City has raised eyebrows. Many are questioning why he felt the need to purchase these properties at this stage in his career, especially given his ongoing financial difficulties.
Yes, Floyd Mayweather has reportedly acquired 62 buildings in Upper Manhattan, spending approximately $402 million. This substantial investment was made through his real estate firm, Vada Properties, and is intended to expand his portfolio in New York City real estate market. Mayweather has expressed that this purchase holds significant personal meaning, reflecting his humble beginnings and desire to provide affordable housing options. He stated, "Growing up, I used to dream about owning just one home by myself. When you work hard, you can achieve anything. However, it's important to note that while Mayweather has announced this acquisition, some reports suggest that property records do not yet confirm a transfer of ownership. Experts speculate that he may have acquired a minority stake with options for future expansion rather than full ownership of all 62 buildings outright. In summary, Floyd Mayweather has publicly claimed to purchase 62 buildings in Upper Manhattan for $402 million, aiming to enhance affordable housing in the area. While these claims have been widely reported, the exact details and confirmation of ownership are still subject to verification. So even ChatGPT is saying, like, that's not official. Whether Mayweather is saying it or not, ChatGPT is saying it's not official. That deal has not gone through.
Floyd Mayweather has made claims about purchasing numerous buildings in New York City. However, investigations have revealed that these claims may have been exaggerated. Reports suggest that he may have only acquired stakes in some properties rather than outright ownership.
What's the point of buying 62 buildings? You buy a couple...
No, 62 units, I think, right?
No, 62 units could be one building.
Yeah, it could be.
They got buildings with 90 units and 100
true.
and some units.
He has 62 multifamily units. That's what it says. So that's 62 buildings. Like you just said, it's probably
so
62
think about
buildings.
it.
Yeah.
If he has that, some of the buildings might not be in the best condition.
Right.
So knock it down and build, or knock, if they're side by side, knock both of them down. Don't renew rents. Let them move out and then build a skyscraper.
Right.
Or if he makes commercial properties out of some of those.
That's what I'm saying.
The tendency to exaggerate such claims further contributes to the growing skepticism surrounding his business practices. In an attempt to continue his trend of extravagant displays of wealth, Floyd Mayweather was seen traveling in an armored tank during a trip to Mexico. This ostentatious display of opulence caught the attention of many and further reinforces the image of Mayweather as someone who was more focused on spectacle than substance.
Viva Mexico! See you now. See?
Floyd Mayweather is well known for his extensive collection of luxury vehicles, and his social media accounts are filled with images of his latest acquisitions. From expensive cars to private jets, Mayweather's lifestyle is centered around displaying his wealth.
When you're the best, you only deal with the best. So today, I purchased 3 vehicles. Give them the breakdown, Chadwick. Give them the
2025 Cadillac Escalade V ESV. This is the supercharged motor version. But the best car you purchased is...
And what about this? I bought this today.
Brand new 2025 matte blue G63 AMG.
And let's walk down here. Check this out. Come. My new toy. Give me the breakdown.
This is a Bugatti Chiron Pure Sport. This is the most rare of all the Chirons ever produced. One of 60. This is a one-of-one spec. All of the whole body is carbon fiber exposed in blue, and it's been painted. You can see there's blue exposed carbon as you...
Not just cars and jets, Floyd Mayweather's collection of luxury watches is another example of his penchant for showcasing his wealth. He frequently posts pictures of his extensive watch collection, reinforcing the image of a man who lives for opulence.
I need you guys to watch me talk about my watches. Right here, I got 3 cases. And they're all full with watches. So when I travel, I like to take, if I'm going for 45 days, I like to take 45 watches with me. I like to have options. So everybody's always asking me, what's your favorite watch? Well, one of my favorite watch brands is & Co. As you can see right here, I got this a few months back, and it's one of my favorite watches. One of the best brands in the world. That's just my personal opinion. I like the brand so much, I went and bought another watch just yesterday, & Co. As you can see, & Co. Now, let's talk about watches, let's talk about jewelry, let's talk about a few things. I need you guys to watch me talk about my watches. So we'll set this to the side. Now, we want to give the people an appetizer or something light. So we give you 2 appetizers, then we give you a main course. Just a few watches that I got while I travel. So check this out. We're gonna go here first. And of course the company is & Co. Crazy company. Now I need you guys to come closer and check this out. So let me come give you guys a breakdown.
Floyd Mayweather's approach to business has often been criticized for prioritizing profit over ethics. His willingness to engage in ventures regardless of their legality or morality raises serious concerns about his financial integrity. Mayweather's controversial business decisions have contributed to the growing skepticism about his ability to manage wealth in a sustainable way. Critics often argue that Mayweather's relentless showcasing of his wealth is more of a financial liability than a sign of success. By constantly posting about his lavish lifestyle, he risks reinforcing the idea that wealth is his primary identity.
Yeah. I think it was like a $5 or $8 million 5-fight deal or something like that. You have to check the numbers, but he turned that down to start his own promotion. And when he was with HBO, he worked out that deal to do the 24/7 when you can see the behind the scenes. That was right around the time when reality TV was getting big. So you didn't have social media then. People began to build and know Floyd off of the 24/7. I can tell you right now, my wife even became a boxing fan from watching the 24/7s. So the timing of him becoming his own boss, which you're gonna make the majority.
Floyd Mayweather's history is filled with legal trouble, much of which stems from financial issues. He has spent time in jail before, and his relationship with the law has always been complicated. Despite his immense wealth, Mayweather has often spoken about how his fame and fortune have come at the cost of his personal freedom. Mayweather's financial history is also riddled with accusations of scams and dishonest business practices. One notable incident involved him allegedly scamming people or failing to pay taxes on his earnings. Another scandal involved Mayweather being reportedly held hostage in Dubai due to unpaid debts for luxurious jewelry.
Well, it turns out that the rumors were true and Floyd Mayweather has been trapped in Dubai for the last 50 days. Gervonta Davis was the first to claim it. Now multiple insider sources have confirmed that he is in fact trapped in Dubai for a debt that has nothing to do with boxing. After doing a little digging, it seems that someone in his camp while he was shopping for jewelry in Dubai stole one of the pieces, got away with it, and then blocked all communication with Mayweather. Since then, Floyd has already paid for the jewelry, but they refuse to let him go until they get their piece back. And allegedly, this guy right here is the thief that started this whole mess.
Public perception of Mayweather's financial practices continues to be tainted by his past actions. Despite his claims of being a successful businessman, many view him as someone who prioritizes short-term gains over long-term stability. His financial moves, particularly those involving friends, partners, and fans, suggest that his wealth may be more about spectacle than solid financial strategy. As more controversies and legal issues arise, it seems clear that Mayweather's reputation as a financial success may be unraveling in the eyes of the public.
50, aka Ferrari F50. So 50's obviously going to take any chance that he can to troll Floyd Mayweather. And I don't know how accurate or true this is. 50 said it was true and then removed it off his Instagram like he sometimes does. He'll chime in on things and then remove it. But luckily for me, I know that he does that, so I screenshot everything that he posts. Just because, you know, he'll remove it and then it's hard to find it. I'm like, damn, it was up there. So just for like podcasts and just research purposes, I always screenshot them, have it on my phone. That way if it's removed, you know, it's like, hey, you know, he did post this. So what am I talking about? Let's go over this. 50 Cent has weighed in on a shocking claim in the ongoing spat between Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis, saying he believes a belief that has allowed him to get in some digs of his own.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned until next.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. For more exciting videos, make sure to hit the bell icon and stay updated. Subscribe to Boxing Hub now for all the latest in boxing.